after 8 years, she told me that every time she sees a child now of 8 years old, she remembers my child would be at this age now if I didn't kill it. So that follows them right through. It took me a long time to help her, to ask God to forgive her, and that she will never do it again.
Yeah. I was interviewing a young priest from India who lives in Poughkeepsie, New York, and he mentioned the fact that India, does it have a low abortion rate?
Yes, they have passed the law, but I think people are more and more getting against it. The law has been passed.
Of all the nations, India was lowest on the list for abortions, which is good work, and it's possibly because of your work too.
I think so. And also, we are now, throughout the country, we are teaching our people natural family planning, and so that has helped our poor people to regulate their families in a very beautiful way.
Pope John Paul II has spoken continually and consistently on pro-life, anti-abortion, and his speaking is in concert with yours. Two voices that cry out in the wilderness is the two voices that eventually be heard. His work and your work together have mounted to a great national campaign, international campaign to stop abortions. The work you're doing will be continued with new convents all over more convents in the United States.
That's right.
And in the world then.
We have many houses here, but they are not all over the world, over 270 places we have houses now. And it's something very beautiful how the people are aware now of the presence of the poor. And something very strange is that the poor people are not destroying their child, the unborn child. It is better off people who want something else and are afraid of the little one, so they destroy the child. But the very poor people are not doing that. I've seen it again and again in all the different places wherever our sisters are working.
As the common people love Christ, the common people love the unborn child.
Yes, and the unborn child is something special because that's the presence of God and the gift of God, the child. I don't know how the mother can murder her own child. It's something unbelievable.
With your work that you're doing, you have no lack of vocations to your religious community. This is an extraordinary thing when today most women are not joining convents and yours community they are flocking to. This is probably consistent with the complete program.
Yes, I think our young people are very, very generous, and what they write in their admission, when they are asked, why do you want to join the Missionaries of Charity, they say that they want a life of poverty, of prayer and sacrifice that will lead them to the service of the poor. There's a great tenderness and generosity in the hearts of young people. Only sometimes they are misled and they cannot choose rightly. But once they are put in touch with the poor and they touch Christ in the distressing disguise of the poor, immediately they feel, yes, I found He is there. I love Him. I want to serve Him. And they dedicate themselves, men, women. We have wonderful vocation, the brothers also, and now we have also Missionaries of Charity fathers.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Oh,
here in New York.
In New York. So then you have both women, men for the religious vocation.
Yes, and priests also now.
And priests too. So the Lord has surely blessed your work, and the Lord is continuing to bless the people who work with you and contribute for your cause internationally.
And then we have throughout the world what we call co-workers of Mother Theresa. They share in the work. And then we have sick co-workers, and we have young people co-work. We have contemplative co-workers also that join in sharing the work that we do for Jesus. Because Jesus, we do it to Jesus. He has said, whatever you do to the least, you do it to me. So we can be with Him 24 hours.
24 hours a day.
Yes, wonderful.
30. Thank you very much, Mother Teresa. It was my pleasure
God
talking
bless
to you
you.
today.
Thank you.
And we can thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Many are called and few are chosen. And the audience today, along with your talk show host, is lucky enough to see Mother Teresa, the living saint of the 21st century. She again was on her pilgrimage to New York City, where she had an interview with three of us. One was NBC, the other one was the McNeil Lehrer Report, and the other one was Friends of Living Innocence. Now, for the second premiere showing of Mother Teresa, she was also at an audience of 2,000 people. I was there on location at her pilgrimage in New York City, and now you will see Mother Teresa, an exclusive pilgrimage dialogue discussing the multitude of questions that the laity had for her. A saint answers questions.